How are all you doing? Wow, there's a lot of people here. I'm actually very tired. So, I was in the East Coast. Oh, let me explain. I was in the East Coast recently, and I was visiting my family. I flew in on my birthday, and I flew back on my dad's birthday. And the night before I left, my dad came up to me and said, "Ganesh, the cable modem is not working. Can you please fix it?" And I'm an engineer, so I am tech support for my entire family, my extended family, just like doctors and their families, or the doctors for their families. Indian people are very good at keeping the generations healthy and well connected to the internet. So I just said, okay, fine, I don't have much time. I'm going to stay up and I'm going to fix this damn cable modem. And it's Comcast, and everybody here hates Comcast, I hope? Yes! I have the crowd, we hate Comcast, this is great. So I had to struggle with this new cable modem, and I didn't know what the settings were, and I didn't know what anything was. So I was fighting with it, and nothing worked. So I called customer service. And an account executive, not a customer service rep, an account executive helped me out. And I spoke to one, I spoke to two, I spoke to four. I spoke to Carlos, and Shaniqua, and Fred, and Pramod. And finally, one person was able to help me fix all my problems. It took 1 hour, but one person helped me with everything. So today, publicly, I just want to say thank you so much, Shaniqua from Comcast, for fixing all of my modem problems, my IP routing table, and explaining to me how the Wi-Fi gateway works. And it's okay, Pramod, that you couldn't pull it off, because Shaniqua might have been actually Sangeeta from Bangalore with a degree in Ebonics. It happens. It's quite possible. So anyway, after I, drove to the airport and, my parents were saying bye to me, I gave my mom a hug. She gave me a hug. My mom gives really good hugs. Everyone's mom gives good hugs, right? I would give that hug a 10 out of 10. It was fantastic. I would love to do that again.
Kind of gross, man.
My dad and I have a different thing. Like, we don't do the two-armed hug. We kind of do the side hug. You guys know the side hug, right? The side hug of, "Nice to visit, Ganesh. Thanks." And it comes over like this. There's some side action, but it doesn't, the side hug is a weird thing, right? And the side hug, instead of looking at the person you're going to hug, you look away from them. You touch a little bit of your body, and now you have your hand around them, and you don't know where it goes. Where the fuck do I put my hand? Do I put it on your shoulder? Do I put it on your waist? Am I going to grope something by accident? The side hug is a very awkward thing. And personally, I actually find it to be a very disturbing thing. I hate side hugs, because they're showing that you are restrained and uncomfortable. You give someone a side hug because you think maybe you could give the full hug, but some issue is preventing you. You don't like them as much, you're in public, something is blocking you. Like, if you go on a date and you get a side hug in the first date or the second date, just drop it, because that has no future. I mean, it's a sign of discomfort, right? So I personally, after having these side hugs with my dad, I want to be more comfortable with touch in general. Because I like touching. So recently, I was on a trip to Eastern Europe, and I went to Hungary. Hungary is a fantastic place. Some people know this story. I will try and do justice to it. So, Hungary, by the way, beautiful country. Everything is dirt cheap. Like, drinks in Hungary are like $2.
Yeah.
So, not 15 or 20 or something ridiculous. So, highly encourage you to visit Hungary if you ever have a chance. The thing about Hungary is it was conquered by the Ottoman Empire. So when the Ottoman Empire got to Hungary, they realized that it has lots of natural springs. And I don't know if you know this, but the Turks have a phenomenal bath culture. So with all the springs in Hungary, they built a bunch of baths, and they brought the bath culture of the Ottoman Empire to Hungary. So to this day, there are many great bathhouses in Hungary, in Budapest, where I went. So in one of these bathhouses, I went with some friends of mine, and we were ready for the full Hungarian experience. And I'm not really big on massages, but as I said, I'm trying to get in touch with touch. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a massage. And so we're all ready, and this is a serious bathhouse. They don't do, unisex on any day of the week except the weekends when the tourists are around. Otherwise, it's like all men and no clothes, or all women and no clothes, and everyone's a man or everyone's a woman. So here, people are in their bathing suits, they're more relaxed. I show up, and they're like, would you like to have the bathhouse ticket with the massage? And I said, yes. And I was with a group of, straight guys and straight girls. We were all a little conservative. But in that group of people, you really want to have a female masseuse. All the people in this group want a female masseuse. The guy always wants a female masseuse. And conservative women, I feel, would also want to have a female masseuse because they might not want some freaky Hungarian man touching them. But it turns out they only had men. So they told us up front, all the masseurs are men, is that okay? So we said yes. So we're in the bathhouse, it's great, I highly recommend doing it. And then we go to get a massage, and I go to get my massage, and there's this Hungarian dude standing there. And he's got glasses and short hair and a towel, and nothing else. I don't know what's under the towel. I don't know how many layers of clothing are there, it might be 0. I'm very afraid, but he's the masseur at this big bathhouse, the intellectual bathhouse, Rudas. This is where all the intellectuals of Hungary come to sort of talk through their problems. And I'm like, this guy must be a serious masseur. He must know the great poets and technologists of Hungary. I think I can do this. So I go in, I lie down on the table, I plop my head down. Many massage tables have a hole in them. This had no hole, it was just flat. So I put my head down and I kind of bend it like this. I'm not quite sure what to do. And the guy just comes over and he grabs my head, he puts one hand like this, the other hand like this, and he says, and he puts it down the way it's supposed to be. I'm like, all right, I don't get Turkish massage, I don't get Hungarian massage, I think I can do this, so thank you. I lay down and he gets started. I don't see what he's doing, he's not talking, he clearly doesn't know much English, but he gets some liquid on his hands, and then his hand starts going. And I'm visualizing what his hand is doing. I think it's doing something like this, right? And I feel it come up my leg, right? He starts to massage my leg because I'm laying face down, right? And suddenly the entire scene is transformed, right? Because this massage is actually quite incredible. So suddenly he's starting to do this, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is incredible. What's going on? And then his hand goes higher. And it goes up to the calf, and it goes up to sort of the small of the back of my knee. Higher and higher, up to my thigh, up beyond my thigh. Higher, higher, higher. Holy shit! He's touching my butt! Ah! I freaked out at that moment. I was not expecting him to actually breach the hull. But he did. And I just wanted to hold on a second. I want to show you what this looked like. I brought props so this wouldn't be too awkward. Not gonna volunteer. That's right. So these were the gym shorts I was wearing, and I'd like to say that I didn't bring swim trunks to the bathhouse because I forgot. So I actually had another layer of protection because usually swim trunks have a liner. So I didn't want to just wear shorts and just have one layer between me and the rest of the world in the bathhouse. So I wore boxers under that too. So I had 2 layers of protection, right? And let's say these are my legs. So something like this, I'm lying on the table, and he kind of goes under, and he gets all in here, and he comes out the other end. That's the hull breach. And I had 2 layers under here. He did not fucking care. Something about the face when I moved, it dug underneath and it came out the other end. It was incredible and disturbing at the same time. Anyway, I was clearly tense at that point. He continued to massage me, he got to my shoulders, and he was making these very disturbing noises. Ugh! 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 And I understood that he actually was upset with me for having such knotted muscles. He's like, his clientele get regular massages, right? And I'm all tense and shit. So I sensed this and I said, I'm sorry. I use computers all the time. You know, my neck is messed up. And then he finally decided, you know, maybe I should talk to this guy and loosen him up. And he's like, please, relax. He asked me to relax. All right, please, relax. I said, okay, I'm relaxing. And then he asked me some questions. So what's your favorite sport? Tennis. I like tennis. What's your favorite sport? Hungarian massage dude. And then he said, American football. I'm like, wow, that's probably all the English you know, isn't it? And then I asked him, what's your favorite team? Tennessee Titans. I'm like, wow, you know a lot about, you didn't even think about that response. It just came out like that. And then I asked him, you know, why? Why do you like the Tennessee Titans? The running game. Like, shit, this guy knows more about American football than I do. So that was fine, and then I felt kind of relaxed, and you know, every so often you'd be massaging and you'd say again, please, relaxing. And I had to relax. It was so comforting the way he said it. Please, relaxing. And then finally at the end, you know, he sat me down and he wanted to fix my neck. So he said, please, relaxing? Now note, this is a question, this is not a statement, right? He's asking me to relax. So I said, relaxing. And then he basically did 4 quick cracks. And oh my God, my neck hurt so bad, and then it was so good. I could move my neck for, if I had like a full amount of motion that I haven't had in a long time. It was sublime. And so that was that. And so I enjoyed my Hungarian massage. My friend, who might be in the audience, was not so lucky. She had the same guy. And similar thing happened. You know, the massage is going, massage is going, massage is going, massage is going. Oh shit! Stay away from there. No good, no good. And I will have to secondhand relate what could have happened after that, from what I understand. See, the guy is like, okay, maybe I can loosen her up a bit. Let's have a conversation. So, what's your favorite sport? And he's like, I don't know. What's your favorite sport? You know my favorite sport? The sex. Please, relaxing. There's no relaxing over that. Thank you guys.